Tanner Kern, coldhardfootballfacts.com. Tonight we have something in the sports world that I don't know if we've ever had before. Houston versus Philadelphia. We have a football game down in Texas, and we have a baseball game, the World Series, up in Pennsylvania. So should be interesting there. We're going to break down the football side of things here at coldhardfootballfacts.com. Philadelphia Eagles traveling down to Houston to battle the Texans. They are favored by 14 points. 14 points. They're 5-2 against the spread, but that is pretty massive considering this is a Thursday night game. Total coming in at 45.5. Can the Philadelphia Eagles stay undefeated? We're going to break that all down in a minute. But before we do that, make sure you check out coldhardfootballfacts.com. We have the best stats in the game, 22 quality stats unique to us that help you guys predict your bets, predict your wagers for everything you do when it comes to the NFL. So make sure you hop on that right now. We also have our core plays that you can see here on the side of the screen. I'm messing with my hands here. You can see here on the side of the screen. We've been crushing there 39-24 since we debuted our core plays a couple weeks back. So make sure you sign up right now. Use promo code CORE at checkout, $9.99. You're going to get the entire month for that price. So it's pretty good value there. Let's get into the picks for tonight. We like Miles Sanders over 68.5 rushing yards, Dameon Pierce over 64.5 rushing yards, and then, of course, Miles Sanders anytime touchdown. Why? Because the Houston Texans cannot stop the run. Let's pull up the Cold Hard Football Facts preview here. Dameon Pierce, we'll start with him because then we'll just go right into Miles Sanders. The Eagles don't have many weaknesses. It's not rocket science there. This team does not have many weaknesses. When you look at them on their ranking here on the Cold Hard Football Facts, everything's pretty much top 5, right? There's a few weaknesses, one being in the trenches. Defensive hog index, they rank 18th. Defensive rusher rating, they rank 15th in the NFL, okay? So when you look at this, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, right? When you see all these high numbers, okay, how are the Texans going to attack the Eagles? They're going to have to do it with the ground game behind Dameon Pierce, who did not have a good week last week, but he has gone over his current total tonight of 64.5 4 times in his past 5 games. Now let's move into Miles Sanders, who's only gone over his total tonight 1 time in his past 4 games. But the important thing to note is that Miles Sanders is going to get carries. When you look at the Houston Texans, they gave up over 200 yards to Derrick Henry last week. Total team yards allowed, they're 27th. Defensive rusher rating, they're 28th. They've been gashed on the ground, 20 in defensive hog index. So when I see that, I have to lean over on Miles Sanders. The Eagles have so many weapons. Last week was A.J. Brown's time to shine. I think this week is going to be Miles Sanders. And the fact that we can get him anytime touchdown for minus 120 is a steal. More carries equates to more touchdowns. It's that simple. More carries, more yards, more touchdowns. And I also like the Eagles to be in the red zone a lot tonight. I'm not falling into the Thursday night rhetoric that the Texans are going to show up and everything's going to cover. I mean, this Eagles team is that good. When we look at them in the NFC, they are that good. So I'm going to lean on Dameon Pierce to be the guy for the Houston Texans, but that's not going to be enough to overcome the Eagles and their strength behind Miles Sanders and, of course, Jalen Hurts. So with that being said, guys, that's the picks for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Remember to check out coldhardfootballfacts.com. Promo code CORE $9.99 at checkout for the month of November if you use that. So make sure you get on it. Tanner Kern, Cold Hard Football Facts, signing off.